Hi everyone, thank you for watching my channel. This is Perry Trade. If you're new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe. So in this video, I want to show you how I create my automated strategies. Automated strategies are basically trading strategies that take trades automatically. You don't have to actually sit in front of your charts and watch your computer screen all day to take trades. You can actually create these automated strategies, or some people call it like bots, to take the trade automatically based on conditions, right, that you give it. And so we're going to go ahead and create a basic strategy. If you want to see some of my strategies, you can check out my Discord and also my YouTube channel. I do post all of my strategies, indicators that I have, and also I live trade and also show you how I test them as well. So for this video, we're using the NinjaTrader bars, right? 48.8. This is the bar side. NinjaTrader bars are price-based charts. There's also time-based charts, like 5 minutes, 1 minute chart. So with price-based chart, you see the trend clearly, right? You can see that you have a long trend, an uptrend here, and also you have a downtrend here, so you can clearly see the trend. All right, so we're going to create a crossover strategy, a simple crossover strategy. Lots of people use crossover to trade. A lot of successful traders use it. So let's go ahead and create a crossover strategy using the exponential moving average. So we're going to use 2 exponential moving averages. So I'm going to go into my indicator list, and we're going to insert 2 EMA. So we're going to create a fast EMA and a slow EMA. So the fast EMA would be a 9 period, and the slow EMA would be a 34 period. So we're going to change this to 9, and we're going to change the color. We're going to plot this on a chart, right? So we're going to give it a crimson color, and then the blue, we're going to give it a 34 EMA, right? So this is a slow EMA. So the fast EMA responds to the price quicker than the 34. So we're going to change this to blue, right? And we're going to change the thickness so you can be able to see it on the chart. So let me just change it to 4, and also this to 4. Click apply. And so you can see it on the chart, right? So the condition we're going to give it is whenever the fast EMA crosses up above the slow moving average, we go long. When I say long, it means then we're saying that the price is going to go up. So that's what I mean by long. And the opposite is true whenever the fast EMA crosses down on the slow EMA, we go short. Short mean that we're saying that the price is going to go down. So you make money either if price going up or going down, right? So that is the condition that we're going to set. So I'm using NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is the platform that I use to trade futures. So we're going to use a strategy builder, the NinjaTrader strategy builder, and most trading platforms have strategy builders built in their platform. So for me, I go into the control panel, which is here. And so next thing I do, I go to new, and I go to strategy builder. All right, so I'm going to create a new strategy. I'm going to click next. I'm going to name this strategy. I'm going to call it EMA crossover. And I'm going to just give it a date. Let's see. Underscore 0325. All right, so EMA crossover 0325. That's today's date. Then click next. And then we want to calculate on bar close. And you want to skip additional data. And under inputs, we're going to add some inputs here. So the first input here, we're going to add EMA underscore fast. That's a fast EMA. And we're going to give the default value of 9, which I had shown you here because the red is the fast EMA. And then click OK. And then the second input is the slow EMA, and the default value for that one is 34. Click OK. And we're going to give 2 more additional inputs, which are the profit target, all right, so the default value, let's do 6, right? So this is 1.5 points. So 6 ticks. And then click OK. And then the last input, we're going to add the stop loss. And default value, we're just going to give it, just so we can give room for the trade, we're going to do 30 ticks, right? Click OK. So we have all our inputs here. So our inputs here are going to become the parameters once the strategy is built. This isn't like a necessary. It is when you're trying to optimize your strategy. Very important that you have the inputs. If you don't have inputs, then you don't really, then you're not thinking about optimizing your strategy. But I'll show you a little bit later how the optimization works. So once that's done, click next. And so here is where you're going to enter the conditions, right? So the conditions, of course, I had explained to you, when the fast moving average crosses above the slow moving average, we take a trade for 6 ticks, and then the stop loss is 30 ticks, right? And the same thing when the slow moving average crosses down, when this fast moving average crosses down, the fast moving average, which is the red line, crosses down on the slow moving average, then we go short. So we're going to add those conditions here. So let's add, and let's go to indicators, and let's go to EMA. And the EMA here, and the EMA, we want the period, right? The fast moving average. Actually, you can type it up here, but that's why we add those inputs here. So we go to user inputs, and we choose EMA fast, because remember, the EMA fast already has a default value of 9, right? And we want to change the color to red, and we're changing color to red. Not important, only because we want it to plot on the chart. This is, I just went into my indicators list and added it onto the chart to show you. But when my strategy plots it, when my strategy is enabled, this will plot this line, the same red line, onto the chart. So I have two EMAs, the one created by the strategy and the one that I manually added to the chart. So really, once the strategy is created, I can remove these EMA here, because once the strategy is enabled, those EMA lines will plot on the chart. All right. So I just kind of replicated what I created here as far as the indicator, right? And so now the condition is when the fast EMA crosses above the slow EMA indicator, and I'm going to choose EMA here. And again, I don't need to put 34 here because I already set it in the input. The slow EMA, right, which already has a default value of 34. And I'm going to change the color to blue. And I'm going to have it plot on the chart. That's it for that condition. So now the action, which is do the following. I'm going to paint the background because I just want to show you visually where those crosses happen, right? So I'm just going to go to drawing, and I'm going to paint the background, set background color, and I'm going to set it to, say, light green, and then click OK. So I got my conditions for the long trades, right? And so if I compile it, so compiling is just like saving. And once it compiles, a message will pop up with a sound. All right, strategy generated successfully. So now I'm going to go ahead and enable the strategy. So I can enable it in two places. I can go to, actually, I can right click on the chart, and I click on strategies, and I can search for my strategy on this list here, which is this one right here. I'm going to add it. And remember the inputs here, the EMA fast, EMA slow. See, like I told you, they become parameters. And this is important when you're ready to optimize it. And I'll tell you what does the optimizing your strategy does right here. And then I can enable it here. Click apply. And so you can see here, whenever the fast EMA crosses up on the slow EMA, it paints the background light green. Here, this is like a quick crossover, and it came right back down. And you can see here, here, and you can go on right here. You can see all the trades, all the long trades. Okay, so now let's do the short trade. So to do the short trade, all you need to do is, what I do is right click here, duplicate. So basically I created a mirror, like a duplicate copy of this condition and actions here in the set 2. So all I need to do is I go here and click edit. can just reverse the condition. So instead of cross above, I'm going to choose cross below. That's all. Everything stays the same. And then this here, do the following, and then change it. I'm going to change it to like pink, right? Then click OK. And then I'm going to compile it again. Okay, click OK. And remember, I told you there were two places that I can enable the strategy. Let me minimize this. Was in the chart here. And also, I can also go into the control panel here. Here's my strategy. It's already enabled, so I'm going to disable it. Strategy is disabled, and I'm going to re-enable it again. And you can see here, I have both the long and short trades here. So this is a long trade. This is a short trade, You have long and shorts. Long and short trades. So you can see whenever the cross happens, that's where the trades are taken. All right. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to add the, we actually set the condition so it can take the long and short trades. So this, what I was showing is just showing a visual where the crosses happen, right? Where the long and short trades crosses. So let's go into the strategy builder. And so now let's go into the long condition. Now we want to click here and we go to order management. Here we want to enter long. And then here, set 2, we want to enter a short trade. Enter short trade here. All right, so we have our long, we have our shorts. And let's click next. And we want to set our stops and targets, right? So you never want to enter into a trade and not have a stop loss. You must always have a stop loss whenever you enter a trade. So we're going to enter profit target. Now let's change this to ticks. And remember, we had already set our inputs for our profit targets. So instead of putting 6 ticks here, it's already in the user input and profit target, which has a default value of 6, right? Click OK. And we want to put our stops. Add a stop loss. Let's change this to ticks. And we already set our default value at 30 ticks, right? So user input, stop loss. Click OK. OK. And that's set. And again, we want to compile because we made changes. Compile. Okay, strategy generated successfully. So I can press F5 on my keyboard to refresh the strategy. So I'm going to minimize this. going to go to my control panel and I'm going to disable it. And I'm going to enable it here again. So the strategy, let's go here. So you should see where I've taken trades. Let's see. Make sure that it's not showing the trade. So let me go to data series. And you can see here, do not plot execution. So I'm going to click on text and markers so that you can see the trades. So now you can see where the trades took, right? Whenever you see the background, that's when the trade executed here. So now let's go into the strategy performance and let's go to historical and see how well it did. So you can see here, based on the back test, this is just back test. You can see here the total net profit. The total net profit was $10,673, and the gross loss was about $2,000. The commission was $2,100. Profit factor 6.33. Anything above, say 1.5 or 2, is really good. The max drawdown is 256. I can't really see on the screen because it's red. It's kind of blurry. Yeah, 256. So that's the max drawdown. That's the most that the trade went against in a single trade here. And right here you can see average winning trade was $25.82, and the average losing trade was $154. So you had the average losing trade is high only because we had a stop loss of 30 ticks. And you can see here max consecutive winners, 123 trades, and then the most lost in a row is 1 trade. The largest winning trade is 25. The largest losing trade is 154. And based on this back test using Renko bars, you can see here the profit per month is $54,255. All right, and also what I usually do, I'll go to the analysis, and you can see here, this is the equity curve. So you want to see equity curve sloping up. So this is what you want to see. You can see the net profit I just mentioned. This was based off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And these are the number of trades for each of the day. And this shows for each day the net profit, 206, 2,600, 413, 3,000, $4,000. Also, too, you have the gross profit here for that day, not cumulative. Cumulative is here, right here, 10,000, and a gross loss. All right, and also, too, what I like looking at is the hours of the day. So, of all the trades here, you can see here, these where you have the most profit. These are the hours where you have the most profits here between, I don't know, 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And also, too, I'll look at days of the week where I'm most profitable, Monday and Tuesdays and Fridays. Close this window. So now to optimize it, usually what I'll do is I'll go to the control panel here, and I'll go to say new, and I'll go to Strategy Analyzer. So this is where the optimization is implemented right here. Backtest, and right here it says strategy. I would choose the strategy I just created, which is the EMA crossover 0325. So you can see the parameters here, 9, 34, 6, and 30. And then instrument, I can choose whichever instrument that I want to use to optimize the strategy. So actually we're at the 0625 contract. So let's say if I choose this, and I can choose whichever bar type I want to choose, whether it's time-based or Renko bars here. So I'm using the Renko, right? And then I'm using 48.8. So what this does, and then you can give it the date that you want to like run the optimization for. So let's say I'm running it for, let's say, these 3 months, almost 3 months, right? And so what happens that I have, let's say if I choose, I think I'm missing. So you see how this is grayed out only because not all of the fields are inputted correctly. Trading hours, I can skip that. Include commission, I can include commission. Let's say, oh, I know why. It's because I have it on playback mode. So I have to disconnect it. Now, what this does is it goes through iteration. So based on your parameters, it'll run all the iteration. What I mean by iteration, it'll run it, right? And it'll run like every single period, every single period for the EMA, every single profit target. So you can set like from 1 to like 30, right? Profit target from 1 to 30 for stop loss, 1 to 34, or 1 to 9, and it'll run every single combination. And then you can give it how many results. You can set how many results that you want it to return, and it'll tell you the best settings to use. And you can do that every week or how often you want. It'll give you the best settings you want, and then you can then apply those settings to your strategy, and more than likely those settings will give you better results, better profits, right? So that's how the optimization works here. So again, this is how I create my strategy and how I optimize it. And so I want to thank you again for watching my video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.